The doctor got it real.
This man.
A king named Deontay Wilder that actually shows love to his fucking people.
Man, like Black Fight Fan TV say, man, stand on your nut. Straight up.
Tyson Fury, the Great White Hope, has obviously turned out to be the Great White Joke, okay? Because it has been revealed by a boxing analyst that he actually cheated in both of his fights with Deontay Wilder, okay? They have shown footage that his gloves were not padded. Now, there was just a little bit of padding in the back of the glove. But when they showed up close images of his gloves during the match, you could literally see his knuckles where the hole, you know, where there's a hole in the, not a hole, but the part of the glove where it's open on the inside of on the palm side, where you tie the gloves or whatever. You could clearly see his knuckles. They also claim that he was throwing open gloved punches, which in the world of boxing is illegal. Okay? Footage. Now, like I said, they need to ban him for life. Okay? That's what they need to do. And if it were a black person, I'm sure they would. Okay? I'm pretty sure they would. So, I mean, how do you see his knuckles all the way back at the bottom of the darn glove?
This white supremacy and racism is running rampant all over the globe, and it's really destroying this country and the world at large. To go through a brief boxing demonstration of what Mr. Tyson Fury was doing with his gloves.
Flicking jab, flicking jab. And he even did this. A backhand. Flicking jab, flicking jab. Flicking jab, flicking jab. This is illegal. This is illegal. And look at this glove. This is not my This is illegal. This is illegal. And look at this glove. I can't bend my real hand all the way back like that. Okay? Unless my big ass fist is in the wrist portion of the glove. Then I can bend it all the way down and all the way back. And there's the fist. You see the fingers of the fist? Over and over again. My fist coming into contact with the side of this man's face.
The very moment that Deontay Wilder got into it with Radio Raheem, and he said, till this day, they put a mark on that man's back.
It's online. There's enough evidence on my channel, Young Pharaoh's channel. The list goes on and on.
You see my knuckles at, right here, is where you see Tyson Fury knuckles. Now all of his hands is wrapped, which means if this was his hand, you shouldn't see no skin. You should just see the wrap. You shouldn't see skin. Huh? Now look, you see skin. That's his bare fucking knuckles. Huh? He didn't go fight.
That was a little sus.
Go get
Let
my
me know
nigga
what you guys
back
know.
right now. You're not gonna do my nigga like that on national television. Go get my nigga belt. The fuck wrong with you? Put him back to undefeated status and let that man continue to make motherfucking black history as he was doing. Nigga. Now, let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something.
He dropping some gems right now.
Let me show
This is still in the way. Even with this going backwards, you mean to tell me he's hitting like that? And he fought like that for 12 rounds. It would give him no advantage to fight like that. If anything, he's at a disadvantage because if you put your hand all the way in, that's solid. You take it out, there's no really, even if I move that out of the way, look at my knuckle. There's nothing solid about that. And then to have to keep your hands, well, you're more chance of breaking your fingers. You're more chance of breaking your knuckles. You're more chance of hurting yourself trying to fight like this. Look, like I said, glove, go watch old film of Ali. The glove is very going to be loose. They used to do this in the back of the days. You know, when you measuring somebody, you used to be able to open the glove like that because the gloves were a lot different back in the day. Just things were different.
But this nigga Eat Shit Smith. Black Thanos in the building, salute. Oh, look at Muhammad Ali's gloves. Nigga, do you realize the gloves were different from then to now? You realize the two separate different types of gloves? You do realize that back then, they cut the thumb part a piece? They cut it a piece? They wanted the thumb off. They started locking the gloves together to prevent fucking thumbing in people's eyes. Stupid motherfucker. And this faggot coon ass nigga Eat Shit Smith should know that. He was a motherfucking boxer. This pussy nigga should know that. He should know that. But the pussy nigga don't give a fuck.
Nobody wrist does that. It's impossible with gloves on to have your wrist do that.
Look, there it is. Boom. Now here's the big one. Watch how flappy his arm goes all the way back.
Look at the flap.
Boom.
Look at that. Look at that.
Boom. He hits him with the side up.
Now look at. Hold on.
And then boom. He hits him with the side up.
Hold on.
His arm goes all the way back. Boom.
Now look at that. Who wrist you know go back that far? Who wrist you know go back that far? That's a 90-degree angle, bruh. He throwing a punch with. He ain't landing no punch like that without breaking his wrist. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all should have known these motherfuckers is cheaters. Y'all should have known. You know who we dealing with. You know who we dealing with. Huh? Shout outs to Deontay Wilder. Because ain't nobody wrist doing that. Not with a brand new pair of gloves. You ain't getting that. Look, even if I wanted to bend my wrist back, I couldn't. Look, this is as far back it goes with a brand new pair of gloves. If I wanted to bend my wrist back. They put tape here so you can't bend your wrist back like that and break your arm. How is his glove going like this? Clearly, his hand is
throwing a hook. So one, who throws a hook? Who throws a hook like this? Slapping a hook. Nobody. You got to realize also, when you're in a fight, you're fighting in a world championship fight, any fight, you have adrenaline that's pumping like crazy. So you're not feeling any pain.
Should have been number one pound for pound. They ranked Lomachenko number one pound for pound with 9 fights.
Well, we know what that's about. We know what that's about. I mean, there's a factor of I don't know. I don't want to say racism, but there's a factor of some type of racial issues. I mean, you can't help but see it, and I'll say it. People know me. I'll say it. I think there's an aspect of racial issues in it. I mean, we get these European champions or these European fighters, and don't get me twisted, they're good. Lomachenko is the bomb, but they put them above the American fighter.
Oh man, I'm telling you guys right now, this story is growing faster than the coronavirus. This image right here that I realize this definitely has to be investigated and it has to be addressed by everyone. It's throwing the left hand with his hand arched back in a damn near 90-degree angle.
Keep up with. However, to no prevail because old media, Max Kellerman and ESPN still wouldn't talk about the issue that's putting a black eye on the sport as a whole. I'm your host, Aki. Of course, Aki. To my left in the blue corner, blessings upon all my Akis and all my sisters out there. Welcome.
The general in the building, salute. He say, man, I thought Fury was lying. This dude pulled an Andy Ruiz on scale, didn't take his shirt off. Wilder is ready for a homie, the general, bruh. Listen, bro, I thought he was lying too, General. I thought this man was lying too.
Detail for disqualifying himself from being an all-time great. And just to clarify, new media is not here to create confusion. We over here trying to restore order and maintaining it after old media created all this confusion.
You know, the promoters don't really do their fucking job. They might look for fights, but they don't really do their fucking job. And let's say if the promoter is white, which most likely they are, they fucking are gonna put white fighters on. Like in Chicago, the whole boxing scene's so fucking racist. The best fighters in Chicago are black. No disrespect to anybody who's white. I mean, and Mexican. Mexican fighters are great fighters too in Chicago. The best fighters in Chicago are like in the Midwest scene are the fighters of skin color. Not to be like racist or anything or sound racist. Not to like sound like a bigot or something. It's just proven fact. You know, Europeans took steroids to keep up with us during the Olympics. Man, boxing is one of the most racist sports in the whole fucking world. It's like the black fighters, certain style. It's first of all it's just based off of race in general, like whose style is superior to whose schooling is superior to whose of what area is your schooling superior towards. But they give white fighters better opportunities than black fighters. You know, that's just point fighter. Like Deontay Wilder, for example, was heavyweight champion for almost 10 years, and now nobody almost knows about him in America because he's a black fighter. But if he was anybody else, people know about Muhammad Ali because he had a big mouth.
Tyson Fury, he had pillows for fists. That's when he altered his glove. So really, Deontay Wilder gave Tyson Fury a hint, which was illegal. And that dummy did it, and he's a coward. Tyson Fury cheated on Deontay Wilder, period. The gloves flapping over, hitting the man with the fist. That's worse than MMA. Because
all he had to do was win one more fight, and he would have beat Muhammad Ali's record. And y'all know that after that, he still had a long stretch to go because he's still young. So y'all weren't gonna let that happen. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't respect the shit that y'all got set up, whatever y'all got going on behind closed doors or whatever. None of that shit. Come on, because the shoe was on the other foot and the white man was going against Deontay Wilder and the white man was undefeated or something like that, he would have won. Deontay Wilder would have lost. That white man would still be undefeated.
You literally just shot yourself in the foot. Because you said, I did not want Floyd to fight the other champions. And then you just said, oh, well, Floyd was never undisputed. You guys said Floyd was never undisputed. Yes, punk pussy bitch nigga. I did say Floyd was never undisputed. I did say Floyd ducked Kell Brook. I did say that. You punk pussy bitch ass nigga. Now, for you to tell me in the beginning of your dick riding conversation that I didn't want Floyd to fight those guys, and then by the end of it saying I'm shitting on him for not being undisputed, you just bodied yourself, you stupid ass nigga. But keep going. I'm listening. Keep going.
You said all that to say shit. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
Yeah,
what the fuck did you just...
I didn't say nothing.
Because black blood is the rich blood, it's the better blood, it's the strong blood, it's the blood that's going to give you deliverance for your soul. Did you not understand that? Let me repeat it. Black blood is the rich blood, and that's the blood that's going to get shit popping and going. Because if that wasn't so, that wasn't true, you wouldn't see through history that our blood has been shed in this country and everywhere else to get shit popping and going. Okay? And the bottom line is this. Wilder was not going to win from the word go because the ritualistic energy that was going on in Vegas proved it.
Russell could have fought Orlando Salido. He a Sambo. This is
dudes like that. You flush down the toilet. Let the gutter take care of them. Let the gutter take care of dudes like that. But
I just want to embarrass this whole ass nigga.
Oh yeah, keep doing that. Shit's funny as shit. I just want to get this out there. You know what I'm saying? Because when Triple G came, was it 2012, 2011? Oh man, Americans jumped ship because they couldn't stand Floyd, they couldn't stand Regal, they couldn't stand Laura because them skillful fighters, right?
Yes.
Triple G came. Oh man, we got knockouts.
Knockouts.
Yeah. We tired of this boring, you know, these gay weather Laura. We tired of these boring styles, right? So when Triple G came, oh man, knockout king Hagler compared to Hagler and all that shit. So when Deontay Wilder came, a man that mastered the knockouts. Oh, we don't like him because he ain't got skills. What the fuck?
And looking at Wilder's numbers, he should have won, but he didn't win because something within the numbers threw that energy off. However, nobody really researched and looked at his fucking competitor, who he is. See, people get thrown off by Britain, but motherfuckers, he's Irish. But then when you read more, his Irish family were travelers. But then his ex-name was what? What was his old name? You better look. Gypsy King. That should have told you motherfuckers right there who he is.
And that's gonna be the end of it. You ain't heard not one motherfucker on TV, not one, talk about Wilder getting hit behind the head. They don't care. They like the imagery of him on his knees. This is what they want, bro. So to talk about the cheating part aspect of it, I'm purposely not talking about it because I want the champ to fuck him up in the next fight.
Absolutely.
Okay? Fuck him up. Okay, we ain't got to cry. We ain't got to say, oh man, he did this. We gonna fuck him all the way up. This is what I'm saying, bro. And that's what the fuck, I don't want them coming out complaining after this third fight. So that's why I ain't saying shit, because I want his ass toast. I want him done. Tyson Fury know what the fuck he did. And you know, he got he got a history of this shit, bro. Fury got a history of doing weird shit like that, okay?
This is how you kill somebody. That's attempt murder. That's attempt murder.
Young Pharaoh, he pointed that out. I don't think, a couple other people too, I don't know their name, but that's a person I've been watching that been on this stuff about what's going on. And he pointed out all the good points to show that that man cheated. And that's real. Get that man his bill back. They owe that man some money. They owe him a lot right now.
I wouldn't be mad at all if the fight was fair. If it was fair, but no cheating involved. But unless you guys are blind and can't see, when Fury was hitting Wilder with his left jab, the glove was going. It's like an opening end punch.
Are we forgetting that Irish people settled in many places, but they also pulled their magic and learned their shit from us? There's a fear of the unknown. And because we are black people, we are afraid of the unknown. We are afraid to pull from our strong, evil powers.
Never underestimate the power of the great white hope. Never underestimate the power of the great white hype. Never underestimate the power of the great white hope. Never underestimate the power of the great white hype. A lot of these people that are presenting to you a false perception, a false narrative of what's really going on is 9 times out of 10 telling a lie, or they are themselves coming up with a conspiracy. Because I always tell you guys that conspiracy theories is the truth covered up. A lot of these people that are presenting to you a false perception, a false narrative of what's really going on is 9 times out of 10 telling a lie, or they are themselves coming up with a conspiracy.
Yo, I can't. Breaking fucking news. AJ has gone down in the 7th round. He just lost. You lost, Rock. You lost. He ain't the cash cow no more. He ain't the cash cow no more. Not for her. Yo, AJ, you were better off getting knocked out by the king, Deontay Wilder. I bet you then got home doing backflips and push-ups because you got your ass knocked the fuck out.
And I'm not trying to, I don't want to give excuses. I don't want you to think it sounds like excuses. I'm not giving him excuses. No, I'm not. I see the brother dragging in the ring walk. I see when he get into the ring, he can hardly get into the ring with that suit on. He just wasn't there physically, in my opinion. He wasn't there. The glove gate. Everybody's seen it. So it's undeniable. I think it should be an investigation. I don't want to give excuses.
He waffling and shit. Oh, well, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna go over there, man. No! Stand tall, man! Like Black Fight Fan TV say, man, stand on your nuts! Straight up. Tired of these punk ass. I'm tired of these boys trying to keep coming over here trying to punk and tell these dudes what to do, man. 800 don't run shit over here, man.
And then Dillian White gon' laugh. We used to be slave traders. Dillian White like, ha ha ha. Now I'll call you mister. You're still a fucking slave, you fucking idiot. You choose by fight basis to keep going with Matchroom because they have the setup. But you don't need them hoes.
Eddie Hearn and AJ always on that bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? How you turn down $50 million claiming you want to fight a man? You don't want to fight a man if you turn down that kind of money, man. Ain't no way in the world you want to fight a man turn down that kind of money.
There ain't no way I'm going to sit up here and let this Deontay Wilder travesty not get talked about. We gonna stay on you people's necks when it comes to this gloves conspiracy, because Tyson Fury cheated his way and stole those belts from Deontay Wilder. We not gonna let no smoke screens. We not gonna let no roadblocks. We not gonna let nothing get in the way of getting justice for this man.
You get what I'm saying? So this just show you how the powers that be, or you know what I'm saying, the galactic light, or however you want to say, try to show their cards and try to play something like they slick and expect you not to say nothing and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I've been thinking, bro. I was like, you know what? Deontay Wilder can't necessarily come out and say it. You get what I'm saying? Like, even if he wanted to, these people have, you know what I'm saying? He's not with us. We can't protect him outside of our reach and stuff like that. So how the powers that be, they could threaten his family. They could threaten whatever going on with his life.
People are like refuting this like we didn't know what we saw. People are basically making us out to be complete buffoons and idiots. No. We're not taking this line down. Y'all not gonna sit up here and cheat this man.
What is the talent that Deontay Wilder has? He has two pits of talent in my mind. One is his belief in himself, because my man, that is a talent. Can Fury not beat him? Nobody in the heavyweight division is going to beat Deontay Wilder. If you make these small adjustments.
To disrespect this icon, this black legend, this symbol of hope named Deontay Wilder, this king? I got more love for a man, a king named Deontay Wilder that actually shows love to his fucking people. First sign of smoke, you running over there trying to cross the line to see if you can get in. I just had to keep it real. No, you had to be a Sambo, nigga. You wanted to see if the butter biscuits was warm, nigga. That's what it was. Joe Johnson smiled with a gold tooth and whooped so much white ass out here. All right, kids were hung, jumped in the street. Black communities were set on fucking fire.
Now of the real, you know what I'm saying? And Wilder is authentic. He's a real one, bro. And you know, Anthony Joshua, you could tell he draws his energy from getting love from them people treating him like he a citizen over there, treating him, inviting him to the royal wedding, you know, and all them people, they in a different space than we are. You know, the princess is black and they just really into this, you know, they accepted this cocoon of white supremacy they live in over there. And so AJ is just cool with that. Here we are over here. Deontay Wilder represents the antithesis of that. He represents the strength. He represents black power. He represents going against the system.
If the allegations didn't hold no weight, it wouldn't have blew up bigger than the fight itself. So while I was debating with Paulie Malignaggi, I informed him on Joey Spencer. The fact that he actually fought someone in Detroit in the amateurs that basically used the same tactics Tyson Fury did on Deontay Wilder.
And I'm a Wilder fan. I'm a huge Wilder fan. He was hitting with the bare knuckle. I literally, you know, you can see it in the video. That is a real thing. And not only that, but he trained in Detroit for the early part of his career. I grew up in Michigan. I trained in Detroit my whole life. That was a thing that Detroit guys would teach and do in the gyms and even in sparring. But even in amateur fights, they would put the gloves on that way and they would leave them loose and leave them flappy and put the wrist on the knuckle on purpose, and they would actually teach you to do that. That's an old school trick that's been used in gyms in Michigan at least, and maybe even more than that, and probably in more cases that we even know of. And I have fought people, and the way we learned it is because I fought a guy. I won't, you know, nobody that anybody would know, but I was like maybe 12 years old, and I fought a guy who wore his gloves like that.
By the way, Robert, have you seen all those videos of Tyson Fury and they say the gloves were empty, loaded? Why? Why is it stupid?
Pretty much saying that his hand was right here.
Yes.
That's what they're saying. That nothing over here.
Right. That doesn't even make sense.
How the fuck is he going to punch even harder? How the fuck is he going to punch harder? That's what they're saying. How the fuck is he going to...
I'm a Wilder fan. I'm a huge Wilder fan.
There's no really, even if I move that out of the way, look at my knuckle. There's nothing solid about that. And then to have to keep your hands, well, you're more chance of breaking your fingers.
And I'm a Wilder fan. I'm a huge Wilder fan.
Just do this. Boom. It's out. Now watch this.
And you say to yourself, okay, what type of advantage does that have in boxing? Well, if you're hitting a person bare knuckle compared to the opponent who's hitting you with a padded glove, it can cause significant damage to where it can pretty much knock a person out. You're fighting bare knuckles.
I fought bare knuckle. Yeah, I dropped the guy. I think it hurt me worse than it hurt him.
I find it even interesting that no one's even talking about this. Undisputed, First Take, Max on Boxing, or anything of that nature. None of these geared boxing entities, sports entities are even mentioning this controversy. This is a very, very big deal.
In social media talking about, hey, you know, you're just looking for an excuse for Deontay Wilder. No, I'm not looking for an excuse for Deontay Wilder. My thing with Deontay Wilder was that he was just a shell of himself. He didn't even look like he was in the fight. From the start of bell one, he was backing up. backing up for whatever reason. He looked like he was intoxicated or high on drugs, backing up for whatever reason, 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 backing up for whatever. All I know is he was backing up and getting punched over and over again by a man that couldn't back him up in the first fight. All of a sudden, this guy backs him up, and Deontay doesn't throw a punch.
It happened the last 15 minutes into the fight. There's a lot of things that went on. People that know boxing know that that wasn't Deontay Wilder that night. I was a zombie that night. It was something.
As y'all heard, Deontay Wilder stated that he felt like a zombie during Fury rematch.
But I guarantee you, if Deontay Wilder was John Wilder from Alabama, he'd be the greatest fighter to ever walk the earth. John Wilder's privilege will be on 1,000.
No left glove flims like that at a 90-degree angle. Nobody can tell me that that's normal. Your knuckle at the bottom half of the glove, that's normal to you?
I just don't.
Yeah, but so many conspiracies.
Because the glove is,
Yeah.
Well, a lot of fighters, look at the wrist. The wrist moves around however you want it. So his wrist was, he doesn't tighten up his wrist. So what? That's I think that's ridiculous.
Defenses, 10 title defenses, and then he knocked out over 40 people and clean every person he ever fought, knocked him on the ground. All of a sudden, I get cheated and my belt gone. I got lost on my record, and ain't nobody about to do nothing. He shouldn't have to defend himself. He shouldn't have to defend himself when he got his people sitting here with cameras.
But then when it comes to this whole ass nigga Bum Lufkin, all of a sudden, it doesn't matter about Jacobs. It doesn't matter. He already beat him. It doesn't matter. We don't want to see it again. No, fight Canelo. It doesn't matter. No.
Subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't. And listen to these decaps, aka dumb casual ass fans / old media and shit.
All right, so bare knuckle and then these thick ass gloves. We know what hurts the most. We know what hurts the most. Bare knuckles hurts the most. And then a little bit of padding hurts the next most. And then as the padding grows, the hurt gets less. As the padding grows, the hurt gets less, fam. This ain't rocket science.
The fights there, but anyway, his career goes on and everything, and he gets to where he is now and everything, and he won the fight and everything with Deontay Wilder. But he didn't win it fairly. He definitely cheated. There's no doubt about that. I mean, them is knuckles in that damn glove. And there's so many people that coming out with these debunk videos that ain't debunked the damn thing. The hand is not all the way in the glove. The hands is like this and right there in the wrist part of the glove there. It's sitting right there. You can see the strings going over here. You see this line right here. And you can see that on the picture. I need to pull that up too so you can see.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, back to boxing. Now, man, there's a petition going around just to have Tyson Fury left glove investigated, at least in the first 2 fights. You can clearly see his glove flopping around in the first 2 fights, and it's wild, man. I mean, there's this guy called Young Pharaoh on YouTube, and he's sort of a prominent YouTuber. He actually, his whole niche is religion and talking about history. His thing is not even boxing. His thing is not even boxing. His thing is not even boxing. But he exposed so much about Deontay Wilder. I mean, about this Deontay Wilder-Tyson Fury fight, that he basically...
So I'm going to call the Nevada State Athletic Commission and file and put in a verbal complaint.
Good afternoon, Nevada Athletic Commission. This is Louise.
Hey, Louise, how you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks. How are you?
Okay, awesome. I bought a ticket to the Deontay Wilder-Tyson Fury fight about 2 weeks ago. I'm a huge boxing fan. And I was inquiring about how do we put in a complaint or contact someone about about Tyson Fury's gloves?
Okay. So
Oh
you send
my
an email to
goodness.
us and give the information that you want to provide for your complaint.
As the padding grows, the hurt get less. So what happened in this fight where it was cheating was dude had the big padding gloves on. But instead of having his hands in the glove, creating the padding, he snuck and had his hands down here out of the padding. So the padding ain't nothing but the floppy part that's a distraction. His real glove is in the damn wrist part that is up here, and he's able to get his...
Because it's blunt force. It's no longer padding around the fist, which the boxing glove is designed to do. That's the difference between boxing with gloves and bare knuckles. But since he wanted to cheat, that's what he did. Damn. So you know that the glove was pulled up in this direction to keep it out there floppy for a reason. On that left hand. Always that left hand.
You nigga, I stand for black people, nigga. Fuck you. Don't ever fucking speak on Deontay Wilder name, little bitch. Little faggot pussy bitch. You know what? I stand for black people, nigga. Like you don't, nigga. Little faggot bitch. Say my name right now, nigga. I'm part of LDBC, nigga. We stand up for black.
What's
my
up,
people been hurt for 40 years, nigga, like Wilder said. Motherfucking people been hurt for 40 years, nigga. For fucking 40 years. 40 years my fucking people been hurt, nigga. So don't you ever speak of that, you little bitch. That's why you live with your mother right now, nigga. Fuck you, I'm off the line, bitch. Eat a fucking dick, nigga. Say your shit right now, nigga.
Gentlemen, we love Deontay. I'm sure we all love Deontay. We love the big right hand. We love him, but he needs to get some things together for the next fight, and it'll probably take him 18 months. We love this guy. Come on, man.
Boxing is corrupt and racist. Everyone knows that. If you don't know that, then look it up. I don't have time to go into it right now.
Look. Now you see look. Bow. He slid that nigga glove down.
I mean, there's pictures of his glove, being, that's not up for debate anymore. Whether his glove was, partially off his hand. That's not even up for debate anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I'm showing you right here, like, that's these two knuckles. That's these. I'm feeling these. Those are the ones you punch with. When I just did that. Clearly. Like, clearly. No debate. Clearly. You know what I'm saying?
All meaning like, damn, that's fucked up. Tyson Fury literally cheated this man. It gets even deeper. They trying to kill this man. There's an energy out there that can speak for that. I mean, I'm serious. They damn near tried to kill this man in the ring. Live on TV. Put it right in your face. Remind you of this shit like, damn, it's that deep, nigga. It's that deep. Like, why can't they just let a fair fight go down?
Because of a vest. So if they can talk about that, they can talk about this Tyson Fury glove flopping around in the middle of a fight, which millions of people are watching around the world. To simply ignore the fact is, it's not only racially biased. I mean, it's so blatant. It spells, it spells some kind of collusion. It's obvious it's collusion. And I keep talking about how ESPN, they're a part of Tyson Fury, and the reason why he got that deal in the first place. ESPN is the biggest sports network in America. And if ESPN doesn't want you talking, no one's going to talk. So this is a really big deal, and I think if whoever gets sued about this Glovegate thing, it needs to be not just it could be a crime. People are saying that Tyson Fury beating Deontay Wilder with the glove not on in multiple fights, it's basically like it's flopping around. He can like push in and push it out when he wants to. That can be considered assault. And this guy isn't American, so that's like a federal crime. It can be to the point where this guy can be investigated, and it can be outside the means of traditional boxing investigators or
watching now YouTube, which is white owned. YouTube, right? Founded by non-black people. YouTube is also owned by Google, founded by non-black people. So that makes them the biggest hypocrites and the coons that they are, because you're utilizing a white-owned platform to spew out racist rhetoric, calling Ishay Smith the coon, calling Tyson Fury, a cracker, and the fact that he sabotaged a black man from winning and stuff like that, when all it has to do with boxing. It's just all about boxing. That's it. So that's what that's about, man. It's just, like I said, these guys need to just go on, just stay offline. Don't go online for nothing. Quarantine yourself and stop spreading out your viral infection and your bullshit propaganda.
And eventually people will wake up to the shenanigans that constantly try to get pulled over our eyes to get us to jock for position and automatically tote the white flag of white supremacy. That's what it's all about. Now, one last thing about Wilder, okay? You put up a freaking picture on Instagram where you showed what was going on with the right glove from the get. From the freaking get.
I did. I didn't want to talk about it. I'm just giving everyone their credit. But I talked about it. But I did.
You did that. And you took the heat.
I did.
You took the heat. I took the heat. We all took the heat. Pharaoh took the heat. Even though I don't agree with him on a lot of stuff, but when it comes to this, he did a remarkable job.
Now all of his hands is wrapped, which means if this was his hand, you shouldn't see no skin. You should just see the wrap. You shouldn't see skin.
Okay? Because the fact of the matter remains is they pulled some funny shit on my guy.
They did.
That's what they did. Okay? He looked like a crackhead the first time he fought him. You skinny as hell, glove flopping all over the place, bouncing all which way. Okay? And the second fight you come in looking like Drago? Come on.
When have we ever heard about Tyson Fury being a knockout artist? Okay? Because when you look at Tyson Fury's entire boxing resume, okay? You look at his entire career, which is heavily questionable right now, okay? The big thing is this. Tyson Fury has only got 21 knockouts on his record, okay? He basically has only 21 knockouts by 9 decisions.
Floyd Mayweather totally exposes the fact that you can manipulate the glove. You can, the boxing commission truly doesn't play a serious part, because see, when you're talking about the glove situation with Tyson Fury, you get a lot of people coming out and saying, well, it's impossible to happen because of the boxing commission. Well, Floyd Mayweather exposes the boxing commission, and he exposes the fact that you can indeed manipulate your gloves and have your gloves, broken in already and manipulate.
And I've seen, the video evidence displays by Young Pharaoh, by Boxing Eagle, and Blue Blood Sports TV. Salute to them channels.
Else, man, the athletic commission that was supposed to be looking over these fighters, they better really be careful, because with them trying to protect Tyson Fury because he's on the hope list, that could really backfire, because this could turn into a serious lawsuit where the athletic commission could end up paying out a whole lot of money. He cheated. The evidence is through the roof. You have a sparring partner, a Tyson Fury sparring partner, that actually has the gloves.
Man, boxing is one of the most racist sports in the whole fucking world. Like in Chicago, the whole boxing scene's so fucking racist. The best fighters in Chicago, are like in the Midwest scene, are the fighters of skin color.
I'm telling you right now, this is very, very clear that Tyson Fury blatantly cheated against Deontay Wilder. And the evidence is very, very clear. And I looked at the glove and how it was basically positioned and how it was shaped. The glove was not rounded. It was basically almost in a square-like position, like a mallet hammer type of shape. And the way that the glove was moving, it was basically flopping the gloves. It looked like as if there was no padding, there was no protection on them gloves, and basically like Wilder was basically getting hit like with an inanimate object.
I have a better one when it comes to evidence, and this time around, it's not on the left glove. It's actually the right glove. That these decafs and old media claimed it was doing the damage. See, the way they tried to justify Tyson Fury cheating was by them claiming it wasn't the left hook that was doing the damage, it was the right hand. So how ironic is it? These decafs and old media got exactly what they were asking for.
What up, YouTube? So, this video is basically just to sum up everything that Tyson Fury has done and to just put it in the air how ridiculous of a human being and how foolish you would have to be to believe that Tyson Fury did not cheat. So y'all would really rather believe that Deontay Wilder, even though he dropped Fury twice in the first fight and knocked him out in the second drop, in the second fight he was just so defenseless and so weak and just so physically inferior to Tyson Fury that there was nothing he could do to defend himself. There was no foul play whatsoever. Please. I'm sorry, but if you really believe Tyson Fury didn't cheat after all this stuff that's coming out, you're an idiot. There is no way a man who has done all this dirty crap is going to get in the ring with the most dangerous puncher in boxing and fight fair. That doesn't even make sense with logic.
And Tyson Fury, he reminds me a lot of Trump. Tyson Fury goes and now he wants to talk about this with his nose twitching, looking like the chick from I Dream of Jeannie and shit. Like he's not doing coke anymore. I mean, come on, man. He's a joker.
Boxing, bro. We gotta keep it boxing, bro. These last couple of days, man, we've been seeing a lot of injustice in the streets. So if you think the streets are not, if they're unjust, bro, the sport of boxing is even more, bro. Deontay Wilder has suffered a lot of racism in the sport of boxing, bro. The Nevada State Athletic Commission was in it, bro. Top Rank, ESPN, they were all involved, bro. It was all conspiracy to take down Deontay Wilder, bro. Deontay Wilder, he created so many jobs, bro. Not only, and you guys ask, where do you get these jobs from? From the PPC, bro. There's a lot of people that sell hot dogs. There's a lot of people that sell soda.
Come back, we're gonna go back to the drawing board. We all took a loss. You took the loss, we all took the loss with you, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, Team Wilder, yeah, bomb squad. No, bitch, you wasn't with it through thick and through thin. That's what I am. I'm with this motherfucker, win or lose. I'm Team Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You hoes ain't loyal. You hoes ain't nothing but some dirtbag, bitch ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you niggas don't stand on nothing because you ain't about nothing. You have no character. You ain't on code. Fuck you cocksuckers. That's what the fuck it is. So, all you hoe ass and you little new little young niggas that want to try to come at Wilder here, man, he'll bitch slap you motherfuckers. How dare you try to question the king? How dare you try to say, oh, I knew this nigga. Your bitch ass didn't know shit.
We getting ours back. I told you we getting our lick back. That's what we doing. We getting that get back on Tyson Fury. You know, excuses that we had an off night and then we took that L, but guess what? We finna clap back. That's what we finna do. He will rise again, which I've already said that he will.
This stuff is just obvious. The boxing community and the boxing establishment doesn't do anything about this. We literally will have to boycott, boxing and just make a black-owned boxing, sanctioning body. Man, I ain't never seen a bigger coward in my life. I've seen some cowards and they look salty. But Tyson Fury, man, just admit to your cheating, dude.
Hi, this is King Bucho. Welcome to BDA Boxing, the boxing debate arena. So I'm going to show you this video from Barbershop Conversation. He has this guy who supposedly knows Deontay Wilder. He's known him for 10 years. He claims that he has evidence that Tyson Fury cheated. So let's take a look at the video.
He don't have to say it. I'm gonna say it. Man, I got physical proof. I got physical proof that this man cheated.
Wow.
I got physical proof. Meaning,
I mean, why's he getting all excited? I thought they already knew that Tyson Fury cheated. And they had all the evidence before.
meaning by me having some physical proof, and it's doctor approved.
Doctor approved. Keyword.
Oh shit.
And it's doctor approved. Like I said, they don't have to believe me. The doctor got it written.
Are you serious?
The doctor got it written. So like I said, man, come on, man. Like they don't gotta believe me.
He keeps saying they don't have to believe me because he expects people not to believe him. First of all, there's no proof, right? But he keeps repeating the same thing. They don't have to believe me. Well, if you have proof, undeniable evidence, then yeah, people have to believe you.
All this up, man. Listen, man. I got factual proof.
Dang.
Factual proof, people. Factual.
Dang. I can't wait to see that.
Factual proof. You know,
we gonna smoke that nigga out.
Man, I just don't like that motherfucker, man. I don't.
Oh, that's surprising.
I don't.
He's a career cheater, dog. Career cheater.
But you know, it's been found. We've been knowing that. You know what I mean? But you know, it just surprisingly happened on in February, on the day that D really wanted to solidify himself. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, that it did happen. You know what I mean? And we got different people in the camp who very knowledgeable of the situation. You know, saying gave us insight on it too. So it's like.
And by the way, this is enough for the LDBC to make conclusions, to conclude that Tyson Fury cheated. Just this guy saying that he has evidence from some doctor, and it's all vague, but that's enough. He's not even explaining exactly how Tyson Fury cheated, but just saying that he knows some doctor. That's enough for these LDBC fanboys to start celebrating. Yeah, I knew Tyson Fury cheated.
What's the next move in terms of releasing the evidence?
I want to. Me personally, I'll let bro handle that, and he may not even. I mean, he'll probably talk about it, but I want to say he'll probably go out. He probably will go out of the way to talk about it. He probably won't.
He probably will talk about it. He probably won't. Why wouldn't he? If they have proof, they have to come out with this proof. I mean, the guy cheated. Come out with the proof. Why? Probably yes. Probably not. Let's rewind that.
And we got different people in the camp who very knowledgeable of the situation. Saying gave us insight on it too. So it's like,
who? What insight on what?
What's the next move in terms of releasing the evidence?
Here we go.
I want to. Me personally, I'll let bro handle that, and he may not even. I mean,
he may not even.
He'll probably talk about it, but I want to say he'll probably go out. He probably will go out of the way to talk about it. He probably won't. You know what I mean? But it's definitely a fact.
He probably won't. You know what I mean? What does that mean? Why not?
Fact.
Well,
it's definitely a fact.
It's definitely a fact.
I said D could have knocked them down 3 times and lost by split decision.
Shit, they tried to pull that shit off the first.
They're talking as if Wilder was some sort of victim. These guys are insane. Did they not see the first fight where Tyson Fury got robbed in the United States?
First fight.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And this is a joke.
He's not even a big puncher. So miraculously out of nowhere, he's just become this big, powerful, gigantic puncher.
Man, these guys are crazy. Like, so whoever said that Fury didn't have any punching power? Just look at the first fight. You can see Wilder, every time he got hit with big right hands, his face, he was shaking his head like, what the fuck was that? And if you look at the 12th round, he even started clinching. So I guess Tyson Fury noticed this, put on some weight, and decided to go for the knockout. And it's not like Wilder has any defense. So it's not a miracle.
What would you tell Tyson Fury if you could tell him anything?
What would I tell him?
Yeah, what would you tell Tyson?
Shit, put him up. Shit, I'm finna fight your ass too.
Yeah, he wants to fight Tyson Fury. This guy, no credibility at all. But anyways, guys, what do you think about this video? I mean, this is unbelievable. But guys, this is pretty much it, man. You guys tell me what you think in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Isn't it just embarrassing that some people actually believe this? Let's take a moment to remember this lifetime event.
This is how you kill somebody. That's attempt murder. That's attempt murder.
No left glove flames like that at a 90-degree angle.
My people been hurt for 40 years, nigga, like Walter said. Motherfucking people been hurt for 40 years.